The Carrollton Trojans will have a new head football coach in 2026, and he's right here, Kirk Thacker. Coach, congratulations on the position. For those that aren't familiar with your stops before this, what led you to Carrollton, and tell us about some of your coaching spots.
I actually started out coaching in Oak Grove. Did 4 years in Oak Grove. Did 21 years at Hardin Central and NHC. Did 4 years at Oric, then retired, and then got called out to do some critical shortage teaching last year and be assistant coach, and then ended up back being another head coach. Been a head coach for since 05. I've been a head coach. So last year was a little different being an assistant again. So
your time at Norburn Hardin Central and then Oric, obviously 8-man.
Yes.
What's the adjustment like first as an assistant, now as a head coach, with drills, play calling, everything from going back to 11-man?
There's not much difference. It's pretty much the same thing. In 8-man, there's a lot more individual tackling to do, and if you've got somebody, you can't hide anybody out there where you can 11-man a little bit more. But obviously the scoring is not as high in 11-man. But up until first 8 years we were 11-man, and so going to 8-man was easier to make that transition, I think, than coming back. But the boys don't have to worry about it. It's just me that has to transition. So,
and coaching staff-wise, I know you have familiar face back with Chris Herring, who I think also played with you, but also a lot of new faces. Tell us about your coaching staff this
Chris
year.
Herring played for me, was my center and defensive end at Hardin Central back in the day. We lost the state championship in 07 with him as a junior. But very familiar with Christopher. He does a fantastic job, and he just gets better and better. Jared Gaither is our offensive coordinator this year. Jared's resume speaks for itself, I think. We're very lucky to have him. He's going to be a fantastic guy for us. Then we have over here Coach Eric Anderson, who's joining us. Known Eric for years. His daughter and my daughter are best friends in high school, and so Eric's a good guy and knows a lot about football, and is going to be valuable to us. And then we have Tanner Sears, who is first year on the staff. And so Tanner is a young buck, doesn't have a lot of experience, but is very enthusiastic, and I think he will be a great asset when he learns from us.
Well, you mentioned Coach Gaither having quite the resume, former NFL player. It's not too often a school the size of Carrollton can get a guy like that. What kind of resource has he been thus far? And I'm sure that's going to grow as the school year goes on.
You get the teams like Bishop Miege and John Burroughs, who get the former professionals as their assistant coaches, and you don't have anything that ever happens to stuff like us down here in the middle of nowhere. And those guys, he's come in and I mean, just a wealth of knowledge. Kids are already in awe of him because he played in the NFL, so they're already tuned in and they want to listen to what he has to say. So it didn't take a lot of twisting any arms to get them to buy in with him. So he's a wealth of knowledge, both as a player and as a coach. So they're dialed in, tuned in, and they really like him, and he has a good rapport with the kids. So that's been an added plus.
As you mentioned, you were an assistant coach last year, so you inherited a program that you obviously know well, played for a district title last year.
Right.
What's the focus this summer to take that next step and try to win a district title, make a playoff run?
I got to acknowledge Coach Firking and what he did, turning the program around. I mean, going from when he started not winning any games to winning 6 games, playing for a district championship, he gets uber credit for this. He did a fantastic job. We just want to build on the building blocks he had for us, and get this program to where it can be the way it was under Coach Key back in the day, where Carrollton Trojans football is something to be in awe of and feared of, and we're tired of being everybody's homecoming game. So this is a good opportunity. We've got a bunch of boys that have come out this year, a lot of talent. We've just got to break some habits that we had, some bad habits from last year, and I think we'll be fine.
And this is the perfect time to do this. You guys already have had a busy summer. What's the rest of the summer look like as you try to get some new faces in, new system in as well?
we've got 2 more weeks of camp. We've had 2 weeks of camp. We've got 2 more weeks of camp. One of them is a team camp on Friday here. We have 7 teams coming in to play here against us. People like Hamilton and Maysville and Lexington. And then on the last week of July, we're going down to Marshall to Mo Valley's team camp. And so we've already done the Higginsville Hut, and so we've had some reps, and that's what we needed. We don't need to be playing each other and being on air, so we like locking it up with some other teams. So pretty happy about the way the summer's gone so far.
Well, Coach, congratulations again. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing the Trojans this fall.
Thank you. Appreciate all the coverage.